video, I'm going to talk about all of it, the dates, everything you need to know about Red Teachers Agency coming to Ghana to recruit teachers. Now, you might want to stick around, watch the video to the end and get every info necessary. Now, I had a lot of my subscribers asking about agencies that recruit teachers for work in the UK. I mentioned some of them in one of my videos. You might want to check that out from Vinny's channel. Now, back to Red Teachers. Red Teachers is an agency that recruits teachers for UK secondary schools. Now, they are coming to Ghana in April 2024. This April 2024. Now, where are they going to be having the interview? They have a website where you can just register with them online, and then they get to shortlist you for interview. Now, if you are shortlisted, then you attend the interview at the destination, which I will be mentioning very soon. Now, what are the requirements? If you have your degree certificate, if you are a teacher in the secondary school, you want the opportunity to come teach abroad, especially in the UK, you are eligible. Now, what else do you need? Another thing that you will need is to get your documents together, and you also need to have QTS. But I'm not saying that if you don't have QTS, you cannot. There are so many teachers that are working in the UK currently without QTS. So even though you don't have qualified teacher status, you can still register with Red Teachers, and then you take it from there. That is a bit of advice to those without QTS. But if you have QTS, please log on to Red Teachers website and then register with them. Now, when you register with them with all your qualifications and all your necessary documentations, you will be shortlisted for this interview that they are coming to do in Ghana. Now, if you are in Ghana and you have been shortlisted, make sure you follow the direction prompt to the very destination. I wanted to actually have an interview with one of the members or one of the workers for Red Teachers Agency, but unfortunately that didn't come on. But I have a friend of mine who recently applied with them and has been shortlisted, and based on his letter of shortlisting, I am going to give you the exact destination for the interview, and you might want to try your luck with that. I believe in, if you are ready, if you are willing to come to the UK to work as a secondary school math teacher, science teacher, foreign language teacher, watch this video to the end and attend that interview, whether you have been invited or not. That is my idea. Go for it, and I believe that they will think about it. Now, where are they going to have this interview actually? The interview is going to take place at Labadi Beach Hotel. Labadi Beach Hotel, which is located in Greater Accra region. I'll be leaving the exact address in my description. You might want to check that later. Now, when exactly are they having this interview? The interview is going to take place at the mentioned beach resort, that is Labadi Beach Hotel, and it is on the 4th of April 2024. So if you are in Ghana and you are a teacher in Ghana, you might want to try your luck with this particular agency interview. It is very necessary. Now, when you are about to attend, make sure you go along with all your particulars. Now, one tip, with my friend's email on the shortlisting, he was asked to apply for police reports. police report. Yes, I will make another video and I will be listing all the documents that you will be needing. You might want to check that as well, and it is upcoming soon on my channel, Vinny's channel. Now, he was asked to take along police report if he has, and also his TB test results if he has. Now, this is a tip for us who are still preparing on this quest to come teach in the UK. You might want to get a police report, but remember, police reports last for only 6 months with Ghana, and the TB test also lasts for 6 months. So if you don't want to risk it, you can first of all do that of the police report because it's not very expensive. As at the time I did mine, it was around 115 cedis. Yes, 115 Ghana cedis. So you might want to have that for the meantime. But with the TB test, I would advise that wait till you get an appointment. If you get an appointment or an offer, a teaching offer, then you quickly apply for that, because with the TB test it lasts also for 6 months, but a bit expensive. It's as at the time I applied for mine was around 2,000 Ghana cedis, and I think it might have increased as at now. So kindly stick to this and prepare adequately. Kindly share, subscribe to my channel so that whenever I post any video, important video, you will be the first to get notified on. Please subscribe to Vinny's channel and share my videos to every platform that you have for other teachers and other people to benefit. Now, some of my audience have also been asking, so what if I'm a teacher, I used to be a teacher. There are so many people that I know that has migrated to the United Kingdom to work as teachers without the qualified teacher status. So if you are a teacher and you don't have this QTS that I've been talking about, you can still apply to schools, apply for work. And who knows, you might be lucky. And then when you come into the UK, then you apply for the QTS and definitely you are going to get. So that is another angle through which you can, if you have the qualification, I mean you have the degree, teaching degree, but you don't have QTS. That is one tip for those. Now, back to Red Teachers interview. As I said earlier on, it is going to be held on the 4th of April 2024, and it is at Labadi Beach Hotel. Labadi Beach Hotel. I will leave the address, the dates, and everything that you might need in the description. Please subscribe. Now guys, let's look at some tips to help you when you go for this interview with Red Teachers. By the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like and share this channel. Subscribe, please subscribe. Now, if you are attending this interview, remember it is an in-person interview. So I'm going to be giving you some small tips that will help you when you go for this interview for it to be successful. Now, remember it is in person, so 1, you should be dressed appropriately. Remember it is an interview, so you're dressing and you should look so smart. I mean very smart. That is for dressing. Now, secondly, you should have a fair idea of the UK curriculum, the secondary school curriculum. Now, you can Google that and check, read a bit about it. Now, with Ghanaians, what I would say is the curriculum used in Ghana is similar to that of the UK. Guys, remember mathematics is global. Science, physics, chemistry, biology, it is also global. Foreign languages, it is global. So your knowledge on the curriculum really helps. So you might want to have an overview on that curriculum of the UK secondary school to help you if in case you are asked any question on that. Now, secondly, I'll talk about child safeguarding. It is a very key thing here in the UK. Child safeguarding, there is a course, online course, which is free of charge, and you get a certificate afterwards to prove that you've undergone that course and you have a fair idea of this child safeguarding thing that I'm talking about. Now, I will leave a link to one that I did in the description. You might want to pick that up and then do it as quick as you can. It is going to be a plus for you. In case they ask for any child safeguarding knowledge on your part, then you can use that as a proof. Yes, it really helps. Child safeguarding here is a very important thing to know about and to have a certificate on. Let's quickly go on. The third thing I'll talk about is behavior management. In most interviews, they tend to ask how you manage behavior in your classroom. So as a teacher, I think you should give them an idea on how it is done, especially with your school in Ghana. Please remember that in the UK, we don't beat children, please. So remember that in every school, there should be a disciplinary committee or such that if a child misbehaves and you as a teacher applying your individual techniques in class, I mean not harsh techniques, the required techniques in classroom, and if it doesn't work, then the committee takes over to check and to invite that student for further interrogations and to check actually the behavior. Now, remember that with behavior management, it's also one key thing here in the UK. They will try to know your fair idea about how to manage student behavior in the classroom. So it is very key. One more thing is that they would also be asking about how you manage students with different ability groups. Yes, students come in different folds. We have low learners, we have high learners, we have visual learners and all that. How you deal with that in your classroom. So you might want to learn a bit about that as well to help you be successful in your interview. Now, when they ask any question about that, you should be having legit and correct answers to give them, actually. Yes, it really helps. That is how you manage students with different abilities. With me, a gist that I can say is you sometimes put students in groups with mixed abilities so that students get to learn from others, and sometimes too you check the work given or the assignments you are giving to each student based on his or her ability. Yeah, that is a little that I can say about, but please do research on that and it will help. Now, if your interview, you have a chance to know the particular school you are interviewing with. This specifically goes to those who are having interviews outside, which is not through an agency, but you are having a school interview with either the head teacher or deputies. Now, you might want to go to the school's website and then read about the school. Now, what are some of the things that you should be looking at? One, you should be looking at the mission, vision, and ethos statements of the school. You have a fair idea of that. They may ask, they want to know if you have done thorough research about their particular school. I'm talking in terms of those that are having interviews with schools directly. Now, another thing is that you should know the current Ofsted grading for that particular school with which you are going to have that interview. I think I will do another video. I will have another video posted on interviews specifically. so that we have a look at so many other things that can help you to prepare for a school interview. But with Red Teachers, I know most of those candidates that has been selected might not have a fair idea on which school is going to recruit them. So these things that I mentioned earlier on, your dress code, the knowledge about the UK curriculum, child safeguarding, knowledge on it, probably a certificate on it, behavior management, strategies that you use. All these tips are going to help you to become successful in your interview. And one key question that they keep asking, why do you want to come work in the UK? Guys, you and I know that we have different aims, but remember that you can tell them that you want to build your experience. With me, that is what I said. I really wanted to build my experience with teaching other students from different other nations and all that, and also to build my teaching career. Yeah, so you might want to have your own answers for that specific question. Now, one last but not the least, please prepare 2 or 3 questions that you as the candidate is going to ask the interviewers. Yeah, it is very important. Don't go to the interview without any question to ask them. Even though you are the one who is going to be interviewed, at the end of it all, they will give you the chance to ask them any question that you will want to know about. Now, you need to be very smart with the type of question you are going to ask them. Don't just ask any question that requires a yes or no answer. Give them intelligent questions that they would answer. One question that I asked was, do they have CPD opportunities for newly recruited teachers, and how it works with that particular school, how they are able to support newly recruited teachers with in-service training and all that. That is one main thing that you might want to, you can choose. If not, you can also research on Google on questions to ask an interviewer after your interview, and you may have lots of them to pick, and then you pick the 3 salient ones that you prefer, and then you can ask those questions. They see it to be very important. The last part of your interview, whether it is an in-person interview or an online interview, don't go to any of those interviews without questions that you want to ask. You may not have the opportunity to ask those questions in the earlier stage of the interview, but at the latter part of the interview, you will be asked, do you have any questions for us? Then you come in with your intellectual questions. Okay, guys, please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Do so. Push Vini's channel. Let this channel become great for all of us. And I wish all of my friends who have been shortlisted for this interview with Red Teachers on the 4th of April 2024 at Labadi Beach Hotel, good luck to all of you. I wish you all the best. For more people, for more Ghanaians to join me. Please be successful in your interview. Ciao.